All right, welcome back. XRP is pumping and really killing it today, up something like 16%, edging towards 80 cent. I think even much higher is going to be coming very quickly. And right at this point, the bears, I don't know what they're doing right now, right? But I think most of them, they're crying and they're wondering whether they should be jumping on the train right at this point. But my question to them is that, man, where were you when XRP was like at 48 cents, right? You said it's an Xrp coin and it would never move this and that, like very silly arguments. Man, this was always going to be a big bull run for XRP and everybody knew it because the last cycle, XRP really didn't participate, not because it's a bad coin or anything, but the SEC was on its throat, right? And I've always made the argument that in the last bull cycle, if that lawsuit wasn't filed by the SEC, we would have easily seen XRP reach at least $4, right? At the bare minimum. But you know what happens, right? When you get into price discovery, much more people are attracted to the product and we could have actually even put much higher figures. Let me illustrate that one more time before I show you where we are likely going to be headed here for XRP, and I think it's going to be a fantastic bull run altogether. This here is when the SEC lawsuit was filed, right? When XRP was really ready to pump towards the upside. Now, after that, we had a huge drop, and then still, even against all those odds, XRP still managed to pump up something like 11-12x, right? So that's something like 1,200% from this moment that it was breaking out. But what if that lawsuit wasn't filed, right? And still we consider the run that XRP was having when it was still limited, but people were just risking, and we take that fractal to when the lawsuit was filed. You see here that you exceed something like $4, right? These are the kind of gains that the XRP community was robbed by the SEC, something like a 40x actually from the moment we were bottoming with COVID-19 or something like that, right? But anyway, this has been the argument that we have been making to say that, you know what, XRP is not dead and it will very much participate in this bull cycle and will do even much better than it was supposed to do the last cycle. Welcome back to Crypto Front. This is the front line where we are fighting together side by side for financial freedom. Before we get into the technical analysis, I want to kindly ask you to help me spread this video just by delicately tapping the like button. It really helps the YouTube algorithm. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe because I do tier on XRP and a number of other different altcoins on a regular basis. Without me further ado, more too much, let me jump right into today's technical analysis. We are starting here on a daily time frame and we are seeing that we are approaching breakout levels here for the XRP price. We have been talking about this spike of accumulation pattern, of course, and you can already see that we have come towards the conclusion of that. Now we may have like this kind of a backup and last point of support. Maybe the price will pull back, maybe it won't even pull back, because what if it starts gaining a lot of acceleration with a lot of eyeballs coming to the XRP price? I really am not sure if we're going to be getting all these things, because you know, sometimes with this wake of accumulation patterns, we may not even get a back test, and of course that means if you haven't loaded enough XRP, you probably won't get another chance. So that's where we are with the wake of accumulation schematic. But other than that, if we take a look at the range that we were having, right, the peak that we made back there in 2021 towards the very bottom here, you see that, you know what, you have broken at least the lowest Fibonacci retracement level right around 68 cents, and what you are looking to right now is to challenge something like 93 cents here for XRP. I think this is going to be happening real fast, and if the price really happens to crack above that level fast, things are really going to get heated from there, because your next like meaningful resistance right here is right around $1.33. Again, I think with the kind of momentum having come out of something like, you know, 38 cents here, once you get to something like $1.33, a lot of people now are willing to buy XRP right there. These resistances will probably not stand, because man, this thing has been surprised here. I don't know if you have seen this yet, but I think it's something that has been spreading across the XRP community for a very long time. This is the 7-year consolidation for XRP. Man, take a look at where we are right now. Today, we were breaking out of that 7-year consolidation. 7 years. This is history in the making, and I hope that we close our daily candle outside of that level, because in the past, I mean, we have tried to break above that level, but failing to break at least, you know, and close a daily candle out of that level. I mean, a weekly candle, I should be saying, not a daily candle. So we'll see what eventually happens towards the end of this week, but this is really looking very good. For technical price targets relative to this structure, you are looking at the thickest part of the symmetrical triangle here, and at the point of break here, you are looking right around something like, this is at this point showing in about $10.2. Sometimes when I did the measurement here, I was seeing something like $18.6, and I think, yeah, that's still something that is still on the table. Now, this is probably at the best case scenario here for XRP, but I know some people have got like way even bigger price targets than I do. I really don't want to go beyond $13.6 right at this point, because I also understand that, you know, if you grab your Fibonacci retracement 2 from the top right there to the bottom, this is where you have your full Fibonacci extension right around $15, right? So yeah, I mean, for me, the upper cap is right around $13.6. Maybe I'm, you know, too bullish. Maybe I'm not even that bullish, because I see even some people saying $40 is something that is very much possible for XRP too. But we'll see when the time comes, obviously. But right at this point, I would also say that I'm entertaining the idea of taking like most of my profits when we get to something like the 1.618 Fibonacci extension level. This is right around $5.40 for the XRP price. I think it's a fantastic area to take profits in any case, but in any altcoin that you are dealing with, because most of them, that is the initial destination that they go to before they have a pullback, or they still continue reaping towards the upside. So I've been saying for some time that we could see the top of the XRP price in 60 days to 120 days. Yeah, I still stand by that, because in the previous cycles, if we are to go to history to try and predict what the future is going to be looking like, what we have seen, of course, in previous cycles is that BTC gets its all-time high, and within a space of something like 90 days, you are seeing that XRP is peaking right there. That is relative to something like the 2017 bull run. But of course, I mean, it even went higher, but the initial peak, I'm saying, came after something like 96 days of BTC setting a new all-time high. This one here in 2020 was a little bit weird, obviously, because of what happened with the lawsuit. But even in that scenario, still, we were seeing that relative to when the Bitcoin price was finding its top, XRP peaked right around something like here. That's what, 114 days after that moment. You're looking at something like maybe 4 months at most for the XRP price to find its peak. So this kind of price action that we are seeing today here is really great, but I think it's going to be short-lived, right? That's unfortunate, but fortunate also in a way, because if you've been waiting for like 7 years for this whole thing, because yeah, of course, you want to see this thing wrap up real fast, right? Another thing that would have been very much obvious is when we were taking a look at the XRP versus the Bitcoin price, yeah, you could have easily said that, you know what, this is a support level, and usually from a support level like this, you're expecting some kind of a bounce, right? Meaning that XRP is going to be outperforming Bitcoin. We've been screaming about this thing, honestly, but you know, maybe some people didn't see the videos. If you missed any of those videos, again, I think it's also an incentive for you to subscribe to the channel. But other than that, you know what, I want to let you know that our partners over there at BingX, the exchange, have got this fantastic activity that they have for new users. If you happen to register with and sign up with them, you can go ahead and claim up to $5,450, and on top of that, 300 ton tokens. The event is going to be valid 16 days from now. Other than that, this opportunity will probably not be there. So go ahead, take that opportunity. The links will be down there in the description. I want to thank you so much for watching the video. If you like the content, please delicately tap the like button, share the video with your friends and family, and then I'll see you again. Bye-bye.